At the beginning of the movie, we see a farmer who plants an effigy in his field so that he can protect his crops from animals and birds. But then we come to know that it is not an effigy, but a live girl, and she is wrapped in a cloth. She has been tied there like an effigy. At the same time, many birds come there and they gouge out the eyes of that girl. Now let us see four friends named S, Fareb, Clu, and Diwan. They all are going hiking to enjoy the weekend, when in the middle, they start coming to the toilet, so they stop the car at a gas station. And S and Diwan go to the toilet. Behind them, Fareb, C, and Ali are sitting in the car talking, when suddenly something sounds above the car. It falls, and it is a severed thumb of some person, seeing which Ellie gets very scared. Actually, that thumb was dropped by the birds flying above, except by turning on the wiper. He tries to drop it, but his blood gets spread on the glass. That's why Ali goes out and keeps Aish and Dewan busy talking to them so that they don't see Dharma doing this. By then, Bharatji clarifies everything, and now he tells everyone that there is an article and a creek at a short distance from here where we can go and spend the day. The remaining three friends agree to him, and now they take their car there and leave on foot towards Pak. Then they find a board there on which it is written that it is forbidden to go further. But they all move ahead without paying any attention to it. Then on moving ahead, they see a bike mannequin planted in the field, and that too being near that farm, they move ahead, but C comments that there are no mobile phones in that area. There is no network, so she is again very angry with C because it was he who had selected this location to visit. Now when she goes there, she wants someone like this. Ali is seen eating, so they get very scared. But as a disguise, he tells them that he was just eating some insect, so they all go ahead without thinking, although Ali, and then no one knows that he is. There was a human finger. At the same time, we see a man running in the field who has a mask on his face. Now he removes his mask and shouts loudly for help, but suddenly the farmer comes from behind and pulls him down with a rope and later kills him by chopping him with his axe. On the other hand, he gets very tired while walking. Then he takes out a wine can from his underwear and starts drinking it. And after asking both of them to stay there, both of them go to write the article at a higher altitude. Only then we see that such an ayad is given to Diwan. Someone is watching secretly behind the pond, whereas when they go up, they see that there is a pond right in front of them, hence the other Diwan also goes up. Now they are very happy to see that pond. And as if in a deception, they take off all their clothes, goes inside the pond, and later Ash, and then CBT goes out, but still stands outside because he loves it like this. And he was feeling shy in taking bath with all of them. But later, SB asks him to come inside, so he also goes inside, and together they enjoy a lot there. After bathing for some time, he too comes out and wears his clothes. Then Diwan says that I am very tired, so I and S have stayed here, and both of you go back and bring the car. Here Bharatji, her words, agrees and goes back from there with the rally. When Diwan is sitting alone, S suspects that someone is there, but Diwas does not listen to him. On the other hand, when both of them reach the gas station, they do not find their car there, hence both of them get quite worried. Arab C starts scolding Ali because the car belonged to his uncle, which he had borrowed for the trip, due to which there was a fight between them. On the other hand, both of them again hear someone's noise, so they both get scared and run away from there, and two of them also go near them. Seeing them, both of them calm down and tell them that our car. Hearing that it has been stolen, Aish and Dewan also get worried because it is about to be evening, and they all are hungry and thirsty because all their food items are gone. They were inside the car, and now they are talking when they see the farmer, seeing whom they also shout for help, but he leaves without listening to them. So they go to that field. They decide to search for him, but there is a thorny net there, due to which they have a lot of difficulty in getting out. The rest somehow manage to get out and go to the other side, but while leaving from the east, he gets trapped in a crowd of viruses and he starts screaming in pain. When he takes out the bar, his pain gets further injured, so he stops his bleeding with his set. Later, all three of them move forward towards that farmer. They go to the fields to wash their clothes, but due to deception, they cannot walk for long, so both Ash and he stop near an effigy. With Rally, he leaves from there to find some help, but the cornfield is very big, due to which they go too far and then they see houses, and Ellie calls for help, but Dewan tells him to calm down. She tells him and forcefully starts kissing him. He forbids her to do so and says that I cannot cheat Bharatji but his words. She doesn't agree and starts forcing herself on him. On the other hand, Fareb's pain was increasing continuously, so he asks Ash to give him a cigarette. While Ellie and Dewan are enjoying, Ellie hears a whistling sound. So they ask the Dewan to stop, and as soon as he turns back, he is beaten unconscious by the farmers. Seeing this, the Dewan gets very scared and runs away from there. Agni tries, but then he beats her and makes her unconscious, after which he drags both of them away from there. On the other hand, both of them spend a lot of time waiting and crimes are also committed. She notices that the plant there is making a lot of movement and, at the same time, she pretends to say that she wants to freshen up, so she picks it up and takes it from there behind the crop on the other side. The farmer takes Dewan to his house, where we see that he has already captured some other people, and now he ties Dewan there too, but then she regains consciousness, due to which she starts screaming. Hence, that farmer gets upset and seals her mouth with a thread. Later, he picks up another girl and takes her away from there. It takes a lot of time for the deception to happen on the other side. She takes it, so she starts looking at the effigy standing there. Then, she sees that some insects are coming out of it, so she goes and asks Fareb C to hurry up. On the other hand, she also takes Kisan Rally into the house. When he comes, Dewan shouts loudly to bring him to his senses, which makes the farmer angry, and he makes him unconscious by giving an injection. He brings a mask and wears it on the Dewan and goes away from there. Fake on the other side doesn't even answer, so she gets very scared, and then someone catches her from behind. Now they start running away from both of them. Then he ties Kisan Rally's body to a wooden cross and puts nails in her hand. This scene is not seen hidden like this, and she comes out from there and stops him, but he beats Ellie unconscious and makes her unconscious. Now both of them take Ellie outside and make an effigy of her, and when she regains consciousness, she sees herself. When she finds Mandawa, the farmer's son comes to her, who opens it, takes it out of there and breaks it, and says that you should go back on the same path by which you came here, where you will find a road ahead. Will be found, but at that moment, his devil dad comes there, and at this time, he points a knife at his dad and throws Ash out of there. But after this, he starts apologizing to his dad, and then he kills him with the same knife. Koi S runs into the field, but till now she does not find any way out. Then she sees the statue, which she mistakes for Ellie, and goes to her. But he is the same farmer, seeing whom she starts running away from there, but he also starts chasing her and falls down like this. Then the man starts to force himself on her. Sometimes she attacks him with a knife and makes him drink too much. Now she thinks that he is injured and starts running away from there. Then she hears the sound of someone crying, which, again, happens like this. Had made an effigy. Now the gas tries to remove it to complete it, but she is not able to do so. Then the killer comes there and attacks her. So he does it, but she somehow dodges him and runs away from there, and while running out of the field, she falls down, due to which she gets badly injured and is unable to even stand. Then she sees a car standing there in front. But the couple was sitting and getting intimate with high-volume music, due to which he could not hear SK screaming, and then he came to Russia. He is taken back and goes away, and in this we see the effigies of all of them, from which we come to know that the effigy of the girl whom we saw in the beginning of the movie is the same, and the movie ends here with no survivors. So friends, if you liked this video, then do like the video and subscribe to the channel. Until then, I will share with you some new crazy stories.